teachers, people won't forget. According to Reddit. In the interest of clarity, the question being asked tonight is, what did that one teacher do to you that you'll never forget? Starting at number 20. My RE teacher tried to keep me behind for no reason, like they tried to keep him back in his current year. I'm a complete goody two-shoes, and he gave me my first ever detention for asking my friend about what textbook page we were reading from. Coming to class late after an appointment. The guy tried to make me pick bits of paper and rubber bands off of the floor as he watched me do it. I walked out with 0 consequences. Some tiny dick bastard is trying to flex the minuscule amount of authority that he'll get as a teacher by trying to make kids do stuff that they actually knew better than to assume they were, of course, just supposed to do. Oh, I want a good grade, I better do what they say. Nah, bro. That's not how it works. Hello to Spider KC, Pistachio, Danny, Pandaren, Sasuke, Linda, and Belle. Hope you guys have been having an interesting lead up to what's going to be the corniest season in the year. And then, of course, the reminder that another year has slipped by. And what have you done? What have you made? You call these accomplishments? Oh my God, is this what's relevant to you? What? You know, I wish I could be 10 of your fathers so that I could adequately distribute the amount of disappointment I have equally. As we continue up to number 19, I had the police come to the school because whoa. I'm guessing the teacher, whether they were female or male, they were the reason that the police came to school because they had reason to believe that the student was smoking. Just cigarettes, not even weed. And using drugs in the 7th grade. Bro, wait a minute. I'm trying to figure out. Middle school here, it caps off at 8th grade. And then when you're a freshman, that's 9, 10, 11, 12. So in middle school, the teacher was like, hey, y'all doing them drugs. I can smell it on you. You had the police come, not even like a security guard, but the police. Both of my parents smoked in the house. I didn't even know I smelled like cigarettes until the police told me that they were going to search my backpack, desk, and locker. Now let me say something. I don't know, man. It's a weird place. It's a weird place for me to be because I have to say, yes, if you believe that perhaps a student is carrying a weapon, then you have more than ample reason to get the police involved and make sure that nobody's turning into a bang-bang situation. But when it's just cigarettes, boy, and you calling the police out there and you wasting their time, you're just creating worse police officers. I'd be mad as hell if somebody called me out to a school. Yes, I try to be understanding and be like, oh, this could have been a weapon situation. We want to make sure everybody's safe. But you calling me out here because you smell cigarette smoke on the boy? You better have some hard evidence, boy. You better think this boy is dealing, you know? Yeah, cigarettes. Who the fuck cares? America has made cigarettes and alcohol the most socially acceptable pieces of shit in the world. What you want me to do? Book this kid? Because he got a pack of cigarettes in his backpack and a beer, 1 beer. What's he going to do with that? I'll be like, look, listen, teacher, can I know which car is yours in the parking lot? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And I'd put my hand on that kid's shoulder and I'd say, hey, man, stay cool. You know what I'm talking about? That kid would be traumatized as fuck. He'd be like, cop, please. Number 18. I broke up with my boyfriend the night before my final. And as I was walking to class to take it, my teacher sees me and told me that I could take it the following day with his afternoon class without me having to say a word. He was really a great teacher. Man, word must travel fast, I guess, when you're in school. And everybody loves the drama. But to be honest, unless you were telling everybody that, this dude broke up with you, can you imagine if he was the one flexing online like, so I just dropped that dirty hoe? The only reason you do that as a dude is so all the girls know, oh my God, that pee-pee's ready for my mouth? Oh, did you hear about Nick? Oh, Nicholas is ready. I'm going over to his house after school. I already texted him, showed him the goods. He was all like, if I was even in the room. And I was like, oh my God, I'm being in a room with Joe. Oh, Stacy, I'm so sorry, Stacy. Nick is a dog. I'm gonna see him later tonight, though. I better stop. Yo, man, we're all terrible, I guess. We are all terrible. Number 17. He knew my home life was not the best. Oh, these are really great teachers in this list. Interesting. He knew my home life was not the best. He saw a bright kid, but someone who struggled with, following orders. He wrote home as I was failing and spoke more kindly about me than most had ever done. It was very nice. Interesting. It's cute that that's all it took for this teacher to stand out in this student's memory. It's a shame, really. I hope that we all aren't, struggling with similar scenarios in our life, where it seems that we can't even get somebody to just... Wow, my stomach. It seemed to be wanting to be a part of that conversation. No, stomach. This conversation is for me. Okay. Number 16. I got fired for setting up an illegal Guatemalan... No, not me, the teacher. The teacher got fired for setting up an illegal Guatemalan cattle market. Illegal Guatemalan cattle market. Illegal Guatemalan cattle market. I got fired, not me. The teacher got fired for setting up an illegal Guatemalan cattle market in the school basement. So, I'm honestly a little bit impressed. Not only is this a brand new sentence, if you guys have ever been there, but at the same time, in the basement of the school, that's balls right there. If y'all know anything about most schools, usually the people with tenure, or what I would consider the most esteem at a school, like your coaches and shit like that, these are the ones with real balls. You know what I'm talking about? So, I don't know. Real Camp Goat Lejeune said, you a hater. Boy, you listen to Lejeune? You should be kind of ashamed of yourself in that capacity. Or maybe you're a Lejeune subscriber or something. You're a hater who posts vids over and over on Marvel to get views. Right. Well, let's get one thing straight. I don't owe anybody an explanation for the shit that I put on my own channel. I do what I do when I want to do it. And I guess that's the thing that separates me from having this girthy penis and everybody else. I don't owe anybody a damn explanation. But I think Lejeune, unfortunately, has a brain enough to know that even without all of the Marvel videos on this channel, it and the other channels that I run have upwards of 10 million views, and none of these Marvel videos have anything to do with them. I'm not playing the YouTube game. I'm not trying to be the guy who gets views or is popular. I'm not trying to be squeaky clean or palatable. Do you get what I'm saying? If this channel and the content that I would like to make were ever to have a, well, I'm not even going to go that far because it'll make it easier to find things. But I'm just saying, some people are jumping through hoops because they want something that most people will go, oh my God, I like that, bitch. I don't want to be that. I want to be the type of thing that people listen to and go, I can kind of understand. And then I say one thing and they go, oh no, turn that off. That's what I'm trying to be, boy. Trust me. Marvel Avengers is just a bucket of poop. that all of us really did enjoy standing around and going, wait a minute, people paid for this? Did we pay for this? Shit, who paid for this bucket of poop? Who paid for this bucket of poop? It's really crazy. And to be frank, it's a guilty pleasure, you know? I have a woman in my life. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm ashamed to do things of the very, 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 very gay variety in front of her. And I can tell you, a game better be good if I'm wasting my time playing it. Straight up. I was almost going to go to the Twitter of Marvel's Avengers to show you just how they're not just defending the game because they're fans. They're not just defending the games because they're shills and they're being paid. So there's something, you know, in it for them. Like there's a kind of mutually beneficial thing going on where, oh, if I lie about it, I'll get views and I'll get fans. Bitch, I don't care about Marvel's Avengers, but some of these shills do because they're getting, you know, clout, if that matters to them on the internet, and they're also getting a little bit of money. But I will say this, some people are delusional. Some people are delusional. And it's crazy because this is a Marvel game with 2 villains on repeat. This is a Marvel game where you cannot replay the campaign. What kind of game is it? Is a looter. Does the looter have good loot? No. The blues are better than the purples and better than the golds and better than the exotics. This is a looter with bad loot. A Marvel game with ugly bargain bin, Walmart Great Value Avengers tier, Chinese knockoff characters. It's a bad game. The game itself has developers that have come out and said, this falls below our standard. We don't think that this is, you know, meeting what we wanted for the game. The game has failed to recover the cost that it took to develop, not to market. Not to market, sir. To develop. Now, any and everything that people have to say about how they feel about the game and where they stand on it, that's opinion. They're entitled to that. What they want to do is who they want to be, and they can be that motherfucker because Kyle doesn't care. But when I say there's only 2 villains on repeat, that's a fact, my nigga. When I say you cannot replay the campaign, and even if they came out with the ability for you to replay the campaign tonight for 3 months since release, you have not been able to replay that campaign. So if you think it's the best thing in the world, I don't care. I don't care. What's relevant to me is this is a campaign for an Avengers game where you could only play as Thor for 10 minutes because it wasn't really an Avengers game. It was a fucking Kamala Khan meets her pal's adventure. You know, cringy, annoying, dumb, stupid. Call the game whatever you want. A success it is not because it couldn't recover its development cost. And you want to ask me why? The answer is when you push Kamala Khan and you push Kate Bishop as the first DLC hero to come 3 months after your games come out, when it's seen more bug fixes than content, the game is dog shit. I don't give a fuck what Lejeune thinks. He's got his mouth full of cock, and that's fine. Maybe he's getting a little bit of money instead of semen out of that pee-pee if he slurps just hard enough. But what's irrelevant is y'all telling me why I'm making Marvel's Avengers videos. I'm making them because they dog shit. Y'all got time to be in other people's comment sections? It doesn't matter what day it is. Somebody's dunking on Marvel's Avengers. And trust me, I know, because I can't get enough of just looking at the people. Here go Life of Rio made a video today, said going free to play? What killed Marvel's Avengers? 96% player drop. Square Enix reports a $48 million loss following the release of the underperforming Marvel's Avengers game. What this shit got to do with me? It got nothing to do with me. So for y'all to be out here on this 5 million view channel, like having channel, it's like, wait a minute. You think that anybody really cares about Marvel's Avengers, or that this is really funny? So look, if I get more people here telling me about blah, 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 and this is why I'm making the videos, it's just going to be a reason for me to make more videos about it. So I guess it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You guys are going to make it so that even more happen because it's too funny. I don't know what led to people being, I want to say, thrown behind a game that was literally a no-brainer. You could just print money with this license. You can print money. But what they decided to do was go with Miss Marvel for no reason. To make a game that's confused. If they made a game that was strictly a live service, it would have done better. If they made a game that was strictly single player, it would have done better. But they tried to do both. To say that both suffered is an understatement because, like I said, the single player cannot be replayed. You play that one time and that's over. And from there on, you playing fucking Taskmaster and Abomination on repeat. And if you're a dick sucker and you want to fucking defend that, hey, by all means. But I don't know what that has to do with me. I'm just reporting what I see, bro. I'm reporting what I see. So people tell me about all of these, like, what's the word? Surveys? Is that the right word? Like questionnaires where they're like, hey, what would you have liked to see more? Bitch, I've been regurgitating it for years. 2 villains? Not enough. 1 enemy type? Not enough. 0 Marvel locations? Ugh, bro. It was going to be an uphill battle for you regardless. Like I said with Destiny in 2014, that game released with 4 different enemy factions and all of the subclasses within. It had tons of different beautiful fucking planets that you could go to. Venus and the moon and Earth and all of these, Mars you're dropping on, my dude. Beautiful, And it wasn't a Marvel game, so no, it didn't need to have a crazy amount of villains. But if it were to have them, it would have more than 2. Boom. That's quick maths, bro. Forgive me. Number 15. My teacher told me that I was smart and could succeed. Man, I really feel bad for some of the impressionable people in school, man, because kids are kids, and they need positive, like reaffirmation. They need to be set on a path and do the right thing. And some people are like jealous. A lot of old people are angry at kids just because they're, young. If you want to hate kids for the right reason, because they're annoying. You know what I mean? But they can't help that. So you can't hate them for it. Hate how they're being, sure. But if they ain't your kids, that has nothing to do with you. So let them be TikTok as hard as they want to be. Because they're figuring shit out that wasn't available for us to figure out at our age. Straight up. But, some of these teachers just dipping into these kids' lanes to the point where their hangups and whatever drama they have going on in their life kind of comes over into the classes they're teaching. And you ever meet like a professor or a lecturer that is just so into specific beliefs? It's almost like having a vegan for your teacher. And instead of just giving you lessons that are going to get you somewhere in the way of passing the tests and getting the piece of paper that you need, instead, they're hitting your ass with ways that you can incorporate a vegan lifestyle into your life. And it's like, bro, and you just got to sit there in silence. You paying for this. Number 15. Told me that I was smart and could succeed. I had spent the last couple of years at a private school trying so hard to prove to myself. Despite doing well academically, I didn't fit their cookie cutter mold. Boy, you better fit through them shapes, bitch. So I was looked down on by other students in administration. When I told the guidance counselor that I wanted to be preemed and go to medical school after college, she pretty much told me to lower my expectations because I would not succeed. Damn, baby. Sometimes, people being blunt with you is something that is sincerely appreciated, but I wonder what reasoning this person had to tell them that they couldn't accomplish this. At the end of my college maths class, my senior year of high school, I ended up in my professor's office to look at what I had missed on my final. He told me that I had done well and that I could my PhD in math if I wanted. Maybe I could pursue my PhD in math. That's not what I wanted to do, but when I told him that I wanted to be preemed, he looked at me and said, "You're going to do well in that. I know that you will succeed." 6 years later, I'm halfway through my second year of medical school, and his words still ring in my mind. And somebody else just says, "Wishing you the best. Tell your guidance counselor to suck it." I wonder why the guidance counselor had reason to say that, you know? I feel like a guy like this wouldn't just out of nowhere imply that he wasn't capable of doing what he was hoping to do. But yeah, no. Like I said, some people bring their stuff to work. I feel like that's the job of a guidance counselor, though, but to insinuate that all guidance counselors are good at the one job that they have is, it's less than realistic, unfortunately. It's less than realistic. All I know is, like, if you're the type of person that has the capacity to hunker down and suffer through multiple years of school in the direction of whatever your passion may be, you know, that's a specific category of people that most couldn't be if they wanted to be. They will straight up not be able to fit that mold. And that's kind of just how it goes. Sometimes I wonder if Dio writes everybody's name by hand, you know? Or if she just copies them. That's what I'm talking about. Who is Rontarius Thomas? This weak ass nigga still got Lejeune name in his mouth. Well, I'm guessing you don't even know Lejeune if you can't spell his name properly. Because somebody above said that, you know, he was talking. So I don't know who to believe now. Certainly not somebody named Rontarius. I don't think it gets blacker than that. I'm probably gonna have to steal that for a character. Let me copy this name. Rontarius. Jesus Christ. That's kind of like, I don't know. That's kind of like the sound that I would associate with a shape, like a mathematical shape. The Rontarius. Maybe I just have math on the mind because of this last thing that I was doing. For real. At the end of my college math class. Boy, number 14. I called somebody stupid once when they got a question wrong. The teacher instantly made me stand up and spell stupid backwards. I got it wrong with the pressure and learned a lesson that day. I'm pretty sure that I could do that under pressure. But I think there's something even more profound here, and it's that the teacher recognized that he was dealing with a bitch that would buckle under pressure. You know what I mean? If I told you to stand up right now and spell stupid backwards, you'd be like, okay, DIPUTS, and that'd be the end of it. That'd be the end of it. But I think this person got marked as a punk bitch that would definitely just, if they were given a ball and told to shoot it into like a hoop that was the size of a swimming pool, that because they're such a bitch under pressure, they would just buckle and be like, just throw it somewhere else. Jesus. Come on, man. Don't buckle under the pressure. I want you all to be capable of executing with or without hesitation. You know, y'all are better than that. Don't let people scare you like that. Bell says, make him the Schroeder of your Black Peanuts idea. Oh my God. You know, I found out the name of the most popular Peanut song is actually Linus and Lucy. This song, listen to this. That song is called Linus and Lucy. which means it's not even like the main one. You would think that would be the main one. It's as simple as that, but it's not. It's Linus and Lucy. Remember that as you rolled into the Christmas season, somebody asked you, "Hey man, what's the most Christmas song that you can think of right now?" And you'll be like, "Fool." What happened? All right. Sorry, this watch was like squeezing my wrist. Am I growing? Am I like shifting between my All Might form, Dia? That's not good. What? It was a My Hero thing that I said.
What did you say?
I said my watch was getting tighter, and then I asked, am I shifting between my All Might form?
Oh.
No?
You know what would have kind of been a little bit better?
Something tells me it would have been worse, but continue.
Ben 10.
Fuck Ben 10. I want no superpowers. I don't want to be I want to be an ordinary kid, not Ben 10. Okay. Ugh. I told you that I was interested in God, what's the name of this kid? I'm ashamed to know it. It's Johnny Test. Dia. Because of the whip cracks.
Oh, I remember that show.
I'm telling you that was what made the whole show, was the whip cracks.
It really was.
Oh God, why did I remember that? I'm really mad now. Got to get that kind of stuff out of my head. Spell stupid backwards, and he that really upsets me. Number 13. Not that he was consequenced. Obviously, that is a good thing. You know, make him feel like a bitch for speaking out in class and trying to put somebody else down like he's some kind of bully from a 80s movie or something. But I just don't like that the teacher was right, and he did buckle under the pressure. He was like, I don't know. And then he pissed his pants. Number 13. Senior year of high school, I was on the wrestling team, and I had to cut about 30 pounds that year, from 170 down to 140. I happened to have the same math teacher 3 years in a row, so we really got to know each other. First name basis, all that. She knew she knew how much weight I had cut for the season. I told her that it was obvious just from my face. I wasn't fat before my cut either. I had a six-pack. Okay. She had a strict no eating in class policy, and that will be important in a minute. Was this all just preface for us to get into the story proper? The day after the season of wrestling ends, I walk into my math class and I sit down. She walks over to my desk and she puts a whole apple pie right in front of me. She knew it was my favorite. How does she know that that's your favorite? She handed me a fork. She had a fork too. And she said that she'll ignore the no eating rule for one day. I finished the whole pie in 30 minutes. Linda, I'll never forget you for that. You obviously and absolutely made my day. Linda, you got some explaining to do in here. You're giving kids apple pie and you brought a fork with you. What do you have, like some kind of mukbang fetish? You want to watch the kids eat, Linda?
That would be a different type of fetish.
I can't believe it. I can't believe what I'm reading here. I didn't think that I'd be in the list discovering backstories of, people in the list. Seraphin Bear says Kyle All Might looks like a meth-headed scarecrow. Well,
Can you confirm or deny that?
I appreciate the compliment, It's a thing, that's an interesting thing for you. Meth-headed scarecrow, Scarecrow from like Batman, cause, I like his look. I like the look. What's his name, Crane?
Yes.
Yeah, his name's Crane. Linda said it's poisoned. Oh, now what? Enough time has passed that you're comfortable admitting to poisoning students at a school? Or what was this, like an anime school, so you were just building up their tolerance to poison because it wouldn't have killed him? Ridiculous, man. I really do feel like this watch is getting even tighter, man. I'm shifting into a bigger form, Dia. The mass on this boy. This is gonna be good. Oh, man.
Take it off for now.
Why?
Because clearly it's upsetting you, so just take it off for now and then put it back on once you get up or something. I'll try to remind you.
I better put on some My Hero music after this just to
get
get into get me some weights. It's gonna be a problem.
You have weights on
Lynn Seraphin says Mrs. Trunchbull. Is that a Recess character?
Oh,
Agatha
Matilda.
Trunchbull. Matilda?
Yeah, Matilda.
Are they always making references to Matilda?
I think so.
I think so. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with them liking Matilda? That they remember little
Dia,
What's wrong
I'm
with
pretty
that?
sure the Matilda movie is from 1996.
Okay.
Listen, unless you're flexing on little kids in here who obviously would have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
Is that what you do every time you reference something that was before me?
No, it's not flexing on you. I am genuinely amused by things that you aren't aware of because, as far as I was concerned, they were effectively memes. But if I name something from like the early or even late 90s, I would be completely understanding of you not being familiar with it. But this is like, oof.
Well, it's you that isn't familiar with it.
You're damn right. You're damn right I don't know the names of secondary characters in Matilda from the 96 movie. Or book that may have preceded it. You know Danny DeVito was in that movie, apparently?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes? Oh, you're an expert on Matilda too now.
No, but he was the dad. He was Matilda's dad, and he was a
Harry
bastard.
Wormwood. DeVito was a bastard in this movie?
He was a mean dad, yeah.
Oh no, it was probably necessary for the plot.
Yes, like the parents were complete douchebags.
Why not just kill the parents? That's a better story for most of these movies.
There was a nicer ending.
Why did I think Matilda was in an orphanage? What am I thinking of? Annie?
Yes. Nice.
They're all the same movie.
No.
I don't want little girls starring as the fucking movie. Like little kids make great fucking kids movie protagonists, homie.
What?
Little kids make great little kid movie protagonists. Like if this movie's base, the audience demographic is kids, you know what I mean? Boom. That's a great thing. I, as an adult, don't want to watch a movie with a bunch of little kids unless, and maybe this is morbid, unless something terrible is going to happen to those kids, a la It. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think you agree. I think we all agree. We don't want to watch no movie with no fucking kid actor as the main douche
Also,
unless something awful is going to happen.
Isn't Annie originally a play, and recently they've started making it into a movie for some dumb reason?
Oh, hail to the Nadia. My grandmother was crazy about Annie. And if I were to look up Annie movie, I'm pretty sure the most popular one is from 82? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Can y'all give me some pictures? Yes, sirree. With the bald dude, the one from 82 is the one that my grandmother was crazy about. Had this on VHS. I've probably seen enough of this to remember it. And Annie was not theatrically re-released or remade until the 2000s.
And then again, a couple of years ago.
No, you're right. The couple of years ago one was probably
With
even later than the one that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, and that one was made with a little...
So that one was 2014. There was one in 95. But what, I don't know why it has a royal adventure. What is that? Oh, I don't think this is popular with anybody.
This must have been like a sequel.
Oh, no, I don't think this was popular with anybody, Dia. I don't remember this. God, even the look of her I find off.
Ew.
Ew, indeed.
Guess what?
What?
I've never seen any version of Annie in my life.
You've never seen any version of Annie. I do remember the 82 one. You know, hitting all those beats, having enough charm to invoke emotion and make you give a shit about this little red-headed bitch by the end of the movie. So it did great. It did what it needed to do. Ooh, yeah. And I remember there being some sons of bitches in that movie too.
Yeah.
You know, just some people that are just believably like nasty. And you're just like, oh my God.
Any movie where there are kids as the main character always has the adults be complete assholes. Even in Beetlejuice, the parents of the girl are complete assholes to the girl.
I do love that kind of exaggerated, assholishness within the old people / parents in a lot of those old movies, because as rude as it is to say, obviously that was not indicative of many parents all the time, but it is not unlike the way that some parents on the wrong day would act towards their kids. It was very believable, because all parents do have them bad days, and they are going to take it out on their punk ass kids. If it's like every day for the kid, that's just abuse. But most parents are just like, bro, you know what? Today's the wrong day. I ain't trying to see you. I ain't trying to hear you. And you're just like, oh, jeez. But as a child, you watch that and you identify, because it's like, hey, man, she was acting like that with me last month, man. That's fucked up. I'm going to just leave. I'm going to get all my stuff together and leave. Me and my talking rat. Or whatever the plot of the movie was. Yes. Why'd you make me think about Annie, Dia? That's a whole movie.
I didn't.
It's weird. It's weird that you kind of got me into Seraphine's shoes by having us organically land on Annie. Seraphine also says they've never seen Annie. Boom. Belle says it was a great movie, though. I mean, I'm just saying, you know. J-Max says, wait, wasn't Matilda that psychic girl? Was she?
Yes.
Oh, sweet God. There's like a supernatural element to Matilda, Dia.
Yes.
No, I thought she was like a fucking spy or something. I'm thinking of Harriet the Spy. Oh, God, you don't know that?
No.
You don't know Harriet the Spy? Harriet the Spy?
It even sounds like a crap friggin' title.
Hey, don't diss Harriet the Spy. She sucked.
Oh, it's that actress. But as a little girl,
wait, was Harriet the Spy a movie or a TV show? Nickelodeon. Wait a minute. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know anything.
I'm glad that this actress, if I'm thinking of the right one, got prettier with time.
You better be glad that you weren't around for the dawn of the internet, sister. Because when the internet first came up, there was almost too much shit to ingest. I remember watching things, never thinking to myself, give it a year, you're not even going to remember this. Unless it was a meme. Unless it was just, she had telekinesis. What? What? Matilda had telekinesis?
Yes.
I want to go back and watch that and make X-Men references the whole movie.
Alright.
Bro.
Sounds like a good time to me.
And I'll just be like Charles Xavier, like, no, Jean, think of Scott. Terrible good stuff. Just like that.
Just like that.
Whole movie. It wasn't an orphanage, but it was a prison-esque school. Sounds like a hard knock life, huh, Belle? It's a hard knock life. As we continue up this list, my God. Number 12, third grade Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. What song is that? Who sings that?
My nose is now itchy.
Billy Paul?
Who?
Could that be right? Going on. Yeah, this is that song. Let me just put this on a playlist called Kyle music I unironically listen to. Nice. And let that be the end of it. I really don't like the design of this Annie. I don't think that, it's relevant now. But if this was posted on Twitter, I'd be all like, no thank you. You guys need to go back to the drawing board with that design of Annie. It is just unnecessary. As a matter of fact, shouldn't she be a woman of color and in a wheelchair? You know what I mean? Something crazy like that. Nothing but likes, Dia.
Nothing but likes.
Why is Annie not black and in a wheelchair? Hello? How are you going to connect with the youth of today? Annie should have a TikTok account where she does tricks. And doesn't get pity likes. She gets likes because she's talented. So we continue up this list. Third grade Mrs. Jones. My dad had deserted us. I'm very sorry, Dia. I'm very sorry.
What?
My brain was really aggressively trying to make me make a joke about, like, the implication that the dad, like, threw dessert at them. And that's what deserted us meant in this context. It's so stupid. But Dia, I'm telling you, the dumber the joke is, the less my brain will let me not say it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, it was just like, say it, you bitch. And I was like, shut up. Shut up. Oh, fuck. Like, I almost want to do it to my kids now, if I have them. Or I'll throw ice cream at them and then say, don't tell anyone I deserted you. You know what I mean, Dia?
You know how wrong that would sound if that kid went to a teacher and went, you know what my daddy did last night? He deserted me.
But then they tell them the rest of the joke and why it's hilarious. I got ice cream in my eye.
Yeah, do you know how much of a euphemism that sounds?
Dad's ice cream in my eye. No, Daddy, don't get it in my eye, the ice cream.
Sounds like euphemism, Dia?
Yes.
You've made it grosser than it is.
You did this.
Jesus says, isn't Ariel Bruh. I don't know. I can't keep up. I think we're supposed to assume everyone's a woman at the very least.
Oh yeah, they made the new Little Mermaid is supposed to have a black girl.
Peter Pan should be a woman now.
And,
Bruh.
and remember, Alice from Alice in Wonderland and I think Peter Pan are now both black children.
Oh, we saw that. That was bad. That was weird. Oh, that was weird.
And it's like, but why?
How do you mix that weirdness into like a, wait a minute. Why did Linda delete a bell? Kyle Dia, baby. Yeah, Linda would delete that, okay? Linda is creating a baby that will, you know.
Stop yourself.
She's got plans. Don't even worry. Linda's got crazy plans. And then she's gonna hope to like brainwash us into thinking that the baby was always there. I wouldn't be surprised if Linda comes across the Antichrist and tricks us into raising it. I'm just throwing that idea out into the universe so that if it ends up happening, I was right all along, bro. The prophecies were always laid bare by Kyle if you go back far enough. Wow. Number 13. Senior year of high school, I was on the wrestling team. And you read this before. Wow. Number 11.
You did it.
The professor that I had for my Calculus 100 class in university was awesome. He was a good teacher, funny, and engaging. If it was the first year class with over 100 people in it, I was just a face in a big ass crowd. I was on the campus after hours, a couple of years after I graduated, and I saw him. He stopped, looked at me hard, and said, "This is your first name and last name. Not a bad student, but not great. Definitely not bad." And then he kept walking. This was a good 6 years after I graduated. Absolutely amazed me that he remembered me at all, after teaching how many hundreds of students in between. That's just crazy. What were you doing at the school? Picking up like your younger sibling or something? Sorry, it's really short-circuiting my brain trying to figure out what the fuck you're doing at your old, school 6 months later. No, years later. I mean, some people love their alma mater, I guess.
Or what?
Nothing, Dia. Jesus says, Linda knows I have the cutest baby in the world. In the underworld? I'm sorry, we don't know what your baby looks like, dude. Just making the tackiest, obvious jokes as possible.
Are you trying to have Jesus also added to your list of people that send you pictures of their babies?
Bro, there's a Discord channel just for people who want to show off their baby and pet pictures that I ignore hot style. So there it is for you guys to I believe in you.
Yes, but people still find their way to your Snapchat to be like, here's my pet and or baby, and or both. Like, that's the sort of thing that you're looking for.
Trying to think of the funniest thing I saw on Snapchat recently. Okay, a chick was like recording her boyfriend fighting. Like, she was in the car, bro. So this is a chick story. She's recording her boyfriend like outside of the car, and these dudes are really like posted up. They're like moving in on this motherfucker, like they're really trying to get into some shit. And this dude, Dia, just rocks their ass. This guy, the guy she's recording, is easily my size. He's the type of guy where it's like, okay, maybe he big, so he don't know how to fight, but don't let this dude land a hit, especially on your face. You know what I mean? This dude hits them in the face probably like 4 punches in, you know? Probably like a neck/chest shot for the first hit on both of these dudes, and then just rocks them in the face one time and they both drop. Dia, the fact that the girl wasn't screaming, she wasn't like out of the car going, oh my God, you guys stop it. This chick knew what the fuck was going to happen. She knew that this dude was just going to fucking sock puppet these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like some Mick Foley shit. Long story short, as he's coming back to the car, he straight up turns his back to the dudes who are like scrambling to their feet. And the more you look at them, the more I don't have any reason to like, sugarcoat what I'm saying. They just look like druggy bastards. You know what I mean? They look like they were fucking addicts. And as he turned his back to get into the car, I won't lie to you, I felt a little bit of like, bitch, what you turning your back for? You know what I mean? These niggas do not look like the type of people you should be turning your back on. But he got into the car before they rushed over to the window, and I guess that was the end of it, because that's the end of the story. So what I texted her was like, hey, tell your mans to keep these dudes in his periphery at the very least, because they look like the type of dudes that would jump up and be like, oh yeah, well I got a knife now, or some bullshit like that. And
like a video game.
yeah, nah, I mean, I've been in a situation like that where somebody's just like, you know what? This isn't gonna work. It's time for a new tactic, and they change to their knife stance. I'm like, oh my God.
Their knife stance.
You know, and that's when you gotta shift into, let me not. Before I describe some scenarios a little bit too close to how they went down. Linda says, now that I think about it, I haven't sent Kyle a pic of DD in forever. Unless they the Ds I'm thinking of that you found. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm talking about? What the motherfuck? Stop. These animal pictures. Dressing up the animals. Ooh.
You know you'd probably dress up like our cat.
If I had a cat and I named him Mr. Mittens, of course I'd dress him up, but I wouldn't be taking pictures of him and sending them to people.
Why such a basic name?
What's wrong with Mr. Mittens is not basic.
Everyone names their cat Mittens.
Okay, well I would name my cat
That's what I mean.
Artemis if he was white, and then Luna if it was black. What's wrong with Artemis, Dia?
No, it's just that I wonder where you got that name from, or why you would want to name your cat.
Yeah, why would I want to name a white cat Artemis? Every day I find a new way to flex on Dia. You don't know, Dia.
I don't know what reference.
White cat Artemis, black cat Luna. If you don't know, you just don't know, and I'll tell you.
No, I don't know.
In the popular anime Sailor Moon.
Oh.
She will never turn her back on her friends.
Dia, do you have water in here?
Yes, I brought one with me. Excellent. Here.
Why would I name the cat Aizawa? You know, Dia and I really do like Aizawa. She liked him a little bit more than I did for a long time. But I've come around on Aizawa, and I really like him about as much as I would like a Kakashi. He's like the show's Kakashi on My Hero. But why? Why would I name the cat Aizawa? Damn it, Aizawa. Jesus says, name one cat Glib and the other cat Glorb. Oh my God. Damn it.
Do you want water? Because you mentioned water.
I don't need water,
Yes,
Dia.
Yes, you do.
Okay, maybe here. Give me.
You always need water, but you never consume the life force.
I want to ask people something, and I don't know if they're going to know, so I need to just ask it as quickly as I can and then move on from it, okay? Do you know this man, guys? And let me remove the gross thing, because I apologize for that noise. But do you know this man? Who is this man? Do you know this man and his name? If you can get me this man's name, I will, I'll name.
What is he?
What is he? He's the glibba globba. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he is. He just is. I wish I could get a talking fish that I would name Klaus. I'd love him so much.
No, you wouldn't.
Klaus is amusing. Find out this guy's name. You guys want the globba globba gulla? The glub glub gulla? Is that really his name? Why did Computer VHS say put that man away? What's wrong? You guys...
He's upsetting the children.
We go from Matilda to Annie to Harriet the Spy, Dia, and you guys are roasting that beautiful man. We all have inside and outside beauty, guys. Some people's beauty on the inside is so profound that it doesn't matter what they look like on the outside, you know? I wish that was me, though. Shit, trying to have that inner beauty. Number 10. She took every cell phone call. Why'd you slide cell phone in there? No matter the time of night while I was in rehab. Is that not typical? I guess it isn't typical. If it wasn't for her being there in my lowest time, I probably would not be here today. Well, it's nice that somebody actually got the help that they needed in rehab. I think I saw a meme earlier today that was basically saying something along the lines of like, everybody's memeing the fact that, they legalized drugs in certain places. You know what I mean? But the real reason behind the decriminalization was so that people, instead of just being thrown in jail, could actually potentially get the rehabilitation that they needed, which is very good. It's a very positive way of looking at things. But, I don't see the fucking legal weed everywhere in the country the way that it needs to be. And that's ridiculous. Think about the boon. Think about the economic boon. Also, I don't know, man. I think you legalize weed everywhere, y'all could get away with dropping some alien shit. That's the one way you feel like you could just have a little bit of positive energy towards the end of this year. What was your favorite part of 2020? Tell me the truth. What? No, they have their own personal lives that were happening individual this ridiculous year. J-Max says, going through the relics of the past beyond my age, it's a miracle knowing Matilda or some of the other older movies that my mom bought a lot of DVDs of in the 2000s in daycare had a VHS player. You may have been breaking my brain with this entry. It's a miracle I know Matilda or some of the other older movies. My mom bought a lot of DVDs in the 2000s, and a daycare had a VHS player. But what's the significance of the VHS player at the daycare,
Just
Dia?
the fact that, that's a relic of its time. Like, in the early 2000s, VHS was already, slowly dying out, and it was the era of CDs. So, it's just remembering that some people will never know what a VHS player is or what a CD player may be.
I am the glib galub galub. I'm sorry. It's really in my head, Dia. It's not good.
I love books.
Wait, this is the glub. Wait, he's the glib. Wait.
I'm the glub glow gab gala.
I'm the glub glow gab galab. For real?
Love books.
One more time.
I'm the glub glow gab gala.
Gab gala. I'm really sorry. Okay, Ria, thank you. Dia?
Happy holidays, pal. 2 hearts.
Thank you, pal. 2 hearts. I appreciate this in ways that you can't understand. I appreciate your ongoing support in this holiday time of need as we proceed the holiday massacre that is the arrival of Nicholas Claus. You know what I mean? Oh, the evil Saint Nick, Sandy Claus as he is known, Rusty Claus soon. I heard he's not about being outdone by some pandemic this year. I am the glub glow gabagalab. Dia, I'm really sorry. It was just in my head and Do you know much about this guy?
No, I've never seen him until today.
You've never seen the glum glow gab galab?
And I wish that I hadn't. I could have gone the rest of my life happily knowing.
Alright, listen to this.
Full of swibble glibber kind, I am the yeast of thoughts and mind.
Should I be playing this?
Wait. What's wabble? Come on.
You could get copy straight.
Fine. I'm gonna put it on my playlist entitled The Muertos. That's the Cursed Dia playlist. In time, we will return.
Look, it's your playlist that you decided to name like that because it's your cursed list.
It's cursed videos for you, though.
Not at all. I don't go on there. And I never plan to.
Man, look at Belle out here flexing.
Also, my BF gave me the Jungle Skog for our 3-year anniversary.
What is that?
Bitch, I ain't trying to hear about what positions y'all trying out in bed, okay?
Shut up.
I don't need to tell y'all when I'm giving people the Jungle Skog. Gross. Harriet the Spy. Yeah, why don't you just close that tab? I'm tired of looking at that. I'm tired of it. Okay? As we continue up this playlist.
Playlist. The greatest hits of Reddit.
It's because J-Max was talking about the MI High playlist. Bitch, that playlist will blow your monkey ass mind. You know what I'm talking about? Let me go there real quick and see what time it is. 1 or more of the videos have been removed from the playlist because they were deleted from YouTube. Now that's how you know you've got a Kyle playlist on your hands, because much of the shit that I put on a playlist doesn't fucking make it. But you know what? That's how you know you're gangster. Unfortunately. Oh, but all of this was so normie too. Jeez. It's not like one of my educational playlists, Dia. Oh, damn. I can't get over how much I love this stupid video where the woman becomes a butterfly. I don't even care for the song that much, but the video. You know what I mean, Dia? Towards the end, and she's like, I like the part where he, what happens?
You should just mute it.
God, what happens at the part I like? Oh, he wakes up, and it's like, she's free from her cocoon, and he's like, wait a minute, gotta run. You know what I mean? He's just on the treadmill like, psh, not gonna let this be an excuse for me to not get my gains. A giant bear from IKEA. Is that what it's called? Intriguing. But it's probably not as big as that skeleton that they were selling at Home Depot.
Yeah.
That's what's really gonna get girls moist, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dia knows. Number 9. I was anorexic when I was in ski. She took me aside after class and told me that if I didn't stop doing what I was doing to myself, that I was going to die. That my body was going to start shutting down. That my organs would fail. That it would not be beautiful. And I was going to die an awful and painful death. I still catch myself slipping back into the mindset 10 years later sometimes, but I will never forget that. She saved my life. Huh. Why do you do this to yourself? Why do y'all ingest stuff that's like a challenge to get through? Caretaker's old beans, man. But shut up. I don't subscribe to the belief of people that you should go through it all in one go. I think that's pretension. I think that is pretension.
What is this?
Don't worry about it, Dia. It's just this thing. And that's all I'm going to say about it, where the community around it recommends going through it all in one go. What it is experimental. You know what I mean? And the experiment is not the type of ongoing thing where they're actually trying to get, any kind of feedback. It's just like art. That's what it is. You know? It's art. It's It's a musical execution / demonstration, and that's what it is. You know? If anything, maybe it can be some of the, I want to say more unique takes of its, you know, of the types of things that have been attempted within this medium, as far as, but then again, here's what I always like to say. I always like to say this. Some things got made without them really thinking about the life that it would take on after the fact. And I'll say it like this in the most plain way that I can say it. You and I direct a movie, motherfucker, and when we put that movie out, everybody starts interpreting it in these crazy ways that are so much more complex than the movie that we made and intended for it to be. But we then decide, hey, let's shut the fuck up, because the conversation here is not only more interesting, and the potential, you know, interpretations are not only more interesting than anything that we would have thought up, it's also getting more attention based on the way people are talking about it. People are suggesting that it be ingested, you know what I mean? Hey, do this all in one sitting. Oh, sync this up to this fucking music video and then see how it plays together and all kind of bullshit like this. I do believe that this thing took on a life of its own, independent of the creators. So I forgive me, my mouth kind of threw my thought out there before I properly articulated it in the way of saying that it is pretension to kind of just be like, oh, this is meant to be enjoyed in one, you know, back-to-back kind of thing. But, you know, it is a slow burn, and I don't care for it. You know, it's kind of the opposite of the TikToking. Kind of like getting hit with a brick. You know what Dia loves, guys? I'll give you something that she loves. You guys want to know what she loves? She loves Uber facts, bro. Dia hits me with Uber facts, and I've been trying to, like, avoid that. But then she was all like, hey, Kyle, you like this? And it was like a Halo fact about Halo 3. And I was like, hell yeah, I like Halo 3. And how it sold like $170 million worth of copies in the first day. How do you do that?
Good reputation.
How do you do that, Halo? God damn. Good reputation couldn't keep Marvel's turd afloat. Damn.
There's no good reputation there, though. And you know that.
Well.
And you know that.
No,
yes.
man.
Yes, initially, yes. Yes.
Dia, it's all timing. It's all timing.
But with the beta.
So yes, with the beta, with the trailers, with the studio, with all kind of bullshit. Dia, what do you think the biggest sin of that game was? As far as what thing do you think might have changed that you would change? That would have definitely made the sales of that game way more explosive.
To get the likeness of the actors?
Well, yes. And this is a question. I shouldn't ask you this question because there's so many right answers. Having more than two villains, like getting the likenesses of the characters, all kind of bullshit. Not choosing Kamala Khan or choosing Kate Bishop as the first DLC character, all kinds of things you could just do and it would immediately make more money. But what I'm looking for is the one thing that they could have done that would instantly have not just doubled, quadrupled, or like maximum, you know, what's the one thing you would change that would make that game make so much more money? What do you think it would be?
Have all the characters be already in the game?
Great idea, so I'm not saying that it's wrong. My belief is that this game is like 5 years too late. And that the time to capitalize on the Avengers brand was not after Endgame, when a lot of people are like, okay, that was the highest grossing movie of all time. It's great. You know, I enjoyed the ride. I'm for the most part done. I'm not saying that superhero fatigue is so profound that a game can't do well. You know, what I'm saying is I think the ship has sailed interest-wise. So, if you're releasing a game, is it at least a type of game people are interested in? You know what people are interested in? They're interested in that Spider-Man game, but that's a single-player game. You know? Marvel's Avengers come and it's not single-player, it's trying to do this live service thing, but it's also doing it poorly. You know? And it came out at a bad time. It also came out too early. Oof. But I do believe if that motherfucker came out 5 years ago, or more importantly, imagine if it came out around the time that maybe the second Avengers was coming out, Age of Ultron? I don't know, boy.
The thing is, though, this game, even after 5 years of it being in development, was still not done. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And nothing would have saved this game. Had they released it, like, 5 years ago, they would have needed to start it 5 years prior, which was when these movies started. So, yes, it would have made more sense during that time, but they would have needed to have the foresight to start to start developing the game 10 years ago in order to capitalize on it. And I'm pretty sure that 5 years ago they would have never thought that this would have gotten as big as it did.
My link for my Twitch is in the description, and I don't know how Twitch feels about penises, but we're gonna be rolling the dice over on Twitch, because I can say that at the very least I care significantly less about how things go down over there. The most terrifying color in video games. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, you like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have the music? Oh, that would kill me if it had the music. Wait, was there like a weed fact page? Blunt to my life. First you say, you kindly ask, and then you say in the next sentence that you'll take down all the videos. Please use proper language and or learn what kindly ask means. If you kindly ask, I can kindly decline. A tweet from Blunt to my life. So we continue. Number 8, boy. I can't remember what I did, but in my first grade class, my teacher got mad at me and said, "You want to act like a baby? Fine, come over here." She made me sit in the corner on the floor and gave me 2 little toys to play with. Huh. I mean, what's first grade even like? I can't remember that far back. You know? Do I want to Google first graders? First graders. Wouldn't it be funny if when we look back at first graders, they were all like giant, like middle school looking motherfuckers? Like the kids just getting bigger or something. Oh my god. First grade is dumb. These kids would love to sit in a corner and play with some damn toys, especially if they're a girl. They want to live the way they want to live. And that's what would make the teachers even angrier. Jesus says Halo Reach was the last Halo I played. Damn. You never tried Halo 4? I don't think I've played Halo 5, so you got me there, boy. I think I've tried Halo 4. Salina says, "Hi Kyle, idea, I stream." Wow. Wow, guys. I think Linda's trying to practice unhinging her jaw. Dia,
How so?
read her latest comment and you'll understand what I've said. Number 7. In my senior year, my English teacher asked me if I was manic depressive after turning in a personal essay, only for me to get diagnosed with bipolar disorder a week later. Damn, man. Thank God that you telegraph so easy when you're a kid that bitches would read something and go, "Are you crazy?" Shit. I wish we had teachers that paid enough attention. I think back in the day when we were all writing things, they were all so angsty because we were wannabe like Linkin Park writers. Just be like, hey, can you write a personal essay? I got it. I cannot take this anymore. Seeing everything I said before. All these thoughts, they make no sense. I found this in ignorance. Oh my God. And tomorrow I locked and loaded my ammunition. You know what I mean? The world will bleed, and the blood will wash, and cleanse my sins, and the sins of the world around me. No one understands me. It was so cool growing up in, like, you know, Evanescence and Linkin Park time. Jeez. Dia. We have to go back. We gotta open the hatch, Dia. Remember the hatch? Remember? Dia and I had a night the other night where we were just watching a bunch of like Lost videos. And there's just like a bunch of podcasts of people talking about like, no bro, you see the Lost is like the island in light in its life, man. And I'm like, oh my God. I feel like that's what we're supposed to be doing when we're making something, is being deliberately ambiguous enough that some psychopath will come defend it. You're seeing that now with Marvel's Avengers. People will defend anything. Whether it makes sense, whether they understand it or not, they'll pretend to understand it. That's what matters. We should create something that people will defend to their dying breath for no reason. You know what I mean? Jesus says that was the AMV golden age. Dia, I knew girls who sat on their computer and made AMVs, Dia. You know? I knew them. I knew them. There's this one episode of, I really need to make that a video, do like a commentary, like a bedtime commentary for this episode of The Simpsons. But there's an episode of The Simpsons, iconic episode, of course. Maud, Flanders' longtime wife, dies. She dies in this video, in the episode. And in the same episode, towards the end of it, Flanders tries dating Dia. And one of the women that he dates doesn't speak directly to Ned. She speaks to her dog in kind of like dog speak. You know what I mean? And like, I don't remember what Ned says, but the woman's like, oh my God, Fluffy, I think he likes us. And then Flanders says something like, oh, you know, I'd love to do this again. And then the woman's like, oh, I don't think I like that, Fluffy. Oh no, I think she goes, I don't think Fluffy likes that. Fluffy's a commitment dog, right? And then it pans back to Flanders, and he's like quickly rowing away in like a little paddle boat. I'm gonna show everybody that. It's necessary. Oh no, did I make it go away? What if I just go back in the episodes I was watching and see if it puts it on, Dia? What if I went to sleep? What if I went to sleep before when that episode was on? Fine, I'm not gonna search for the episode where Maud dies. You guys got lucky. Son of a bitch. You guys got real lucky. How long was I sleeping today? Is this it? They're all dressed up like for a funeral. This is it. All right, hold on. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just get the right window. Yeah, I know what time it is. Give me a second there. Video capture, window capture. We may have done this before, and it's done the whole, oh, I can't capture it. Oh, here we go. Okay. So I just want to find the damn Yes, dude. Yes. The weird part is he goes on a date with Krabappel, Dia. And she's only using him to get back at Skinner. But you know, in the future they end up getting married.
Which is so nice.
Which is interesting. Give me a second.
The commitment dog is in here.
But here's why I like it. In the next scene, Dia, you see the boat in the driveway with the implication that he rode it on land all the way up to this house. And it's like the quickest gag. And then he goes in. Ridiculous. Okay, that was my, pointless Simpsons reference for you, Man, it could have chose any window. What if there was hot tits in another window, Dia? Do I have any windows with hot tits open? No. Well, I should just open one now, just to make people feel like they were missing something. Dia? No? Only hot tits around gets to be Dia's, bro. She's like so territorial. Catch her on, what's the name of that game? Twitch. It's not a game.
No.
It's not a game, it's real. It's for real. Jared says, have you seen the Sneeds Feed and Seed Gang? I don't know what that... Oh, it's a gag. Sneeds Feed and... Oh, bro. Yeah, bro. That was rivaling steamed hams for a while. Pretty good. I thought you were gonna sat like 2005 or something. What do you mean? It's Haru. Hello, Haru. So we continue up this list because I'm making great progress, by the way, Dia. Great progress. Number 6. I had a geography teacher that used to be pretty good when it came to athletics when he was younger. His specialty was the 400-meter sprint. But the last time he ran, seriously anyway, was like 15 years ago. He was now in his late 30s. Jesus, man. I think my posture is not blending. Oh, because I have to lean forward to get to the mic, man. I need to just situate myself back in that chair. Dia has my good chair. That's love. One day, it was unusually hot. It was like a heat wave or something, bro. Early June. Geography was our last class of the day. We just had gym class on top of that, and we were asking to go easy on his class as we were tired and had low concentration. As we were in our last grade of high school and thus adults, we kinda could speak to the teacher like that. One of the kids got the idea to hold a race on the schoolyard. The fastest kid in our class, if he won, we can go home early. And the teacher agreed. Guess what? The teacher wrecked this kid. He was wearing jeans, dress shoes, and a shirt, and fucking beat the semi-professional athlete in sneakers, t-shirts, and shorts. It was an unbelievable sight. The teacher was gasping for air and panting during the whole class afterwards, but man, did he win gloriously. The dude was mad quick. Well, damn. He didn't lose it, Dia. How wonderful for him.
He brought great honor upon.
It's a good thing my butt radiates so much heat, Dia, because otherwise I'd probably be cold in here. Are you cold?
Yeah.
You poor little baby. You want one of my jackets?
I'm more afraid of over in the other room than in here, to be honest. So
You'll
I may grab your jacket or the red one that I have. Whichever one comes first.
What the fuck?
What?
I didn't know Rosario Dawson was playing Ahsoka Tano on
What?
Bro. Bro, I did not know that. I did not know that. Wow. Raphael says, "Hey Kyle, I'm finally 20 years old. Life is crazy. I wish that I could pretend that I'd retain your attention for years to come, because by the end of even the next year, you'll be shocked at how it felt like no time has really gone by. You'll be 21 before you know it." Jesus says, "She still has a career, a bigger career than either of us are ever going to be able to have. So you better shut the fuck up, Jesus. Why wouldn't she still have a career? You say that like she should have been canceled for something." Let's type Rosario Dawson into the internet and see if anything comes up. Rosario Dawson. When odds are, the only thing that's going to keep coming up is the fact that she is now Asuka. Oh, shit. I didn't notice. I didn't know this. Oh, I didn't know this. Jesus says after trying to expose all kinds of people in the industry. What kinds of people? Like decent people? The only reason you're gonna get canceled is if you suck these days. You know? It'd be one thing if she was a man and they were trying to cancel her because they were like, "Oh, he raped me." Something like that. That would be one thing. But Rosario Dawson must have been having a great time. I remember the last time I saw her was on Luke Cage. And yeah, it's been a couple of days. Or years, I should say. But I really do remember and like her character from that show. She was looking beautiful, as Rosario Dawson does. Pretty girl. I remember she was dating Eric Andre for a minute.
I thought they were married. I thought they were married.
They were married. Oh my God. They were married. Maybe they were. I don't know. Y'all want to talk about people getting canceled? I was hearing shit about Joss Whedon. What the hell did big boy Joss Whedon do? He seemed like one of those fuckboys on the inside that nothing anybody could do or say would bring him down. But then the dude who played Cyborg had all this stuff to say about how, my role in Justice League. Joss Whedon leaves the show The Nevers. Yeah. Like whatever show he was in the middle of now parted ways with his bitch ass. Something happened, and I don't know the story. But I guess that's that. Jesus says after trying to expose people in the industry. I mean, trying to expose people is what everybody does now. And the industry is crumbling because, you know. And I'm glad. Stuff needs to shift. Jesus says, never mind, I was thinking of Rose McGowan. Now, I don't know who the fuck that is. So y'all got me. Why am I looking through CD Projekt Red tweets? All right. So a teacher smoked you damn kids, man. He was a faster runner than you guys could ever dream of being. What a bunch of nobodies. The craziest thing is, Dia, that you have to wonder how many people among us have the capacity to become borderline Olympic tier, bastards in our own field. But be it because we have never pursued that, or we don't have the training, or whatever it is, we'll never see ourselves in that kind of light. I'm really feeling like I could go for some steak fries right now, even though my back is killing me. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna die soon, Dia. What is it? What is it about my hot balls? And you were supposed to work out too, but you're gonna go stream, Dia? Everybody go look at Dia's stream, I guess. She's probably gonna have more going on than me, but she's probably gonna start ranting like me because she listens to me too much. You guys want some hot Dia rants in your ear? Dia, what's something you can't even stand? What's something Dia can't stand? It's like, ugh. What's something that gets on Dia's nerves? Why can't I think of anything? That's mine. Here's Dia's.
I'm trying to
Oh, remember that Latin thing? Should I tell them?
Sure.
Nah, I won't tell them. I know you're probably not in the mood to hear about that.
I'm trying not to be like that anymore.
Try not to be like what?
Angry, ranting.
Oh, please, Dia. Let it...
You said it yourself. I don't know. I've become different, and maybe maybe I should try to not be like that anymore.
You are fine. You're gonna do. You know what? If there's one thing that you're really great at, it's taking something that's not serious and turning it into something that you seem like you're gonna start crying about. And I really need to, get you in a role where that can really shine and you can make all the money. Dia, I believe in you. You're an Olympic tier gold medalist actor / actress. But you see how I said actor? Because I respect you in a way that defies gender, Dia. You can be an actor if you want to be. Don't let anyone reduce you to that of an actress. Okay? I believe. Number 5. This teacher was extremely strict. They hated. Boy, I mean, punctuation is your friend, motherfucker. I can't, what am I supposed to do with this? This teacher was extremely strict. Hated by my class, but loved by me because I was one of the few students who respected her and did well in her class. How to make you hate the protagonist in like one word. But me actually? So like, bro, who was in the wrong? When school ended, she gave me a crystal bear. Should we just Google this right now, ladies and gentlemen?
Sounds like they're like
Tia, you couldn't even make it through the thing without laughing. A crystal bear, and why does this one look like it's giving the Nazi salute? Whoa!
Is that what the teacher gave him?
Oh God!
Can you imagine?
I thought I was offensive, okay, to people with small peepees. You know what I mean? But damn, a crystal bear, nothing too fancy or expensive. But I felt as if I was glowing, leaving the classroom with the bear in hand. I still have it and will treasure it forever. Of all the things for me to Google first. Maybe that's how people with money flex on people. Dia, I've never even heard of a crystal bear. And I don't consider them particularly charming or interesting looking. You know? Mm-hmm. Like my grandmother has tons of elephants all over the place. And that's her thing. And I appreciate all the different kinds. It's like having a favorite Pokemon and then having a bunch of different versions of that Pokemon. Here's this Pokemon as like an anime character. Here's like a completely black version of it. All kinds of stupid shit like that. You know? Here's one carved out of wood. Maybe if somebody had a bunch of bears and this was just one of those bears, I'd appreciate it. But on its own, man, what's the point of this? Maybe somebody's really into teddy bears. Nah. I think it's just a weird gift that you give and somebody's meant to cherish it. And they would have liked it regardless of whatever it was because it clearly has sentimental value extending past the fact that it's just a damn crystal bear. Okay. Did Belle say that she loved the bear? Guys, you gotta be more sensitive than this. What is Linda posting in the Discord? Linda posts a beanie hat.
Oh yeah, that's why she was asking how big the baby's
Don't talk to me like I didn't know why she was asking about the size of the baby's head. Mine was funnier. Would you agree?
No.
No. She was trying to see how hard she needs to unhinge her jaw so she could fit the child's.
The thing is, so I don't know if you noticed, but Jesus made that joke because Seraphim asked. So the unhinging your jaw like a snake was already said earlier in the chat by Jesus himself.
He said that joke before me?
Yes. Because
That's not true.
Seraphim
That's impossible. It's not funny stuff. It's getting you to laugh at me. You're so bad. It's not true, Dia. No. For real? For real? The exact way that I said it.
unhinged my jaw to give birth to his baby, yeah.
So that was before Linda's comment about the circumference. Where?
It was like a bit ago. I shouldn't say a bit.
I have the jaws of a snake. Mm-hmm. That's it?
Yeah.
He didn't make my joke. He didn't make my joke. He didn't make my joke. I made the joke. Dia, that's irrelevant. No, that's not him making my joke before me. Dia, come on. You gotta agree.
It's essentially the same joke.
No. Eating babies is a good joke that I made. I am the auteur.
When was that ever made clear that was...
Oh, so you don't understand what I was implying. Okay, so when Linda asks, hey, what's the circumference of your kid's head? And I said, oh, she's training herself to unhinge her jaw to be able to meet the requirements of that circumference so that a child could be devoured. That's the joke. Not just that, oh, snakes can unhinge their jaws. Fuck that. This is specifically about somebody going, and how big would you say your baby is? You have mighty big mouth. The better to not eat children with. Could you go get me a sandwich? I will hold this child here. And then they come back and they're like, yeah, here's your sandwich. And they're like, oh, I'm not hungry anymore. I bid you adieu. But where is my baby? And then they go, where indeed? See? These seem lame, but trust me. If I found the right, Spanish channel to pitch this story to and have them animate it, people would watch it. People are watching dolls pooping right now. I mean, like literal action figures that are, it's like Elsa or, oh, well, we could go back to that. Spider-Man and Elsa all over again. And like one of them's pregnant, and one of them's on the toilet, and it's just fart noises. People are watching that actively. This is what they're into. Ask Hadu. Hadu gets all kinds of weird commissions on a daily. Rose McGowan, beautiful specimen. So is Rosario Dawson. Let's look up Rose McGowan if he says that her titties must be ripe and percolating. Oh my God. Ew. Ew. Why you lying to yourself, Jesus? This is what comes up when I look this... Why are you doing this? I'm so sick of it. Ugh, shut up. Rosario Dawson's prettier than that. This Crystal Bear is prettier than that. Why y'all do... And everybody cutting their hair short now, What is it in spite of her femininity? What I'm in love with is that some of these chicks do exactly the same thing to try to get away with being regarded as too basic.
Tired of looking like all these other girls. I'm gonna shave my head. I'm gonna dye my hair. I'm gonna start using a different color lipstick. I'm just gonna steal somebody else's culture. I'll be the first black girl. I'm gonna have braids. I'm gonna have space buns.
Dia, I said the space buns thing. Dia?
But I'm not black.
No, but I'm it's because of the Animal Crossing stuff, remember?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, some bitches like space. I'm not saying you would be doing it. Why does it have to do anything to do with you?
No, I mean, I'm not triggered by it. Like, some people have been on Twitter, and they have been roasted.
Oh, babe, do you think that black girls are the ones triggered by that? Or do you think it's people posing as black people online? Yeah.
Like, but on Twitter.
Yeah.
And none of this would have gotten any traction had these people not gotten so triggered.
Can y'all update the game with an identification feature for certain races so that they can't wear hairstyles that aren't like, bruh? What? Yo, only certain cultures can wear that hairstyle. This is appropriation and I won't let you do this. Number 4, okay? I called my mom while she was at work to tell her that I'd written... No, stop putting I. I'm so used to putting I in front of these because it's a person usually writing about their personal account, but this list is about teachers. So the teacher called my mom while she was at work to tell her that I'd written one of the best things he'd ever seen as a teacher. Wow. We should be publishing our books, Dia.
You make it seem like we are each writing a book currently right now.
Why do you say that? You're not writing a book right now?
Not currently, no.
What do you mean, like, not currently? Have you begun writing your book?
My book? Remember, I was writing, like...
Man, that's a lot of words for a not no.
Fan fiction.
Okay. So fan fiction is not what you would seek to have published.
Maybe, but I wouldn't consider that stuff that I wrote like book worthy. I don't know. I don't consider book publishing like Netflix, where they'll just publish just about anything. Because I've heard it's very hard.
Not on Amazon.
True, not on Amazon.
I'm not really interested in I'm not interested in publishing a good book. I'm interested in getting a book published. That's the first. We got to churn out some bullshit first. Not too bad, but just inoffensively bad enough to be like, oh my god, you know what? And that's so true.
I mean, that's not how whatchamacallit, 50 Shades did in order to get, in people's mouths and minds. All they had to do was be super, super crappy Twilight fanfiction in order for it to get a movie deal.
I just want to write something that's good enough to where when inevitably they try to get a hold of me for my offensive opinions about anything, I talk about, I just spent the whole interview talking about how, like I got up and there was no pizza rolls in the fridge or some bullshit like this. And how it just made me mad. And I went into the bathroom to just take a crap because it made me so furious that my whole body just started to evacuate what was remaining in there. And I'll tell the interviewer, I say, when I went into the bathroom, before I sat down, I farted. And as I sat down, it was the biggest mistake of my life. And I realized that I was already on the pot now. There was no standing up to go, escape this fragrance, this fresh cinnamon roll smell that, it was becoming a little bit rancid it felt like expired. You ever see a time lapse video, Dia, where something is fresh and then it just becomes putrid and it's rotting, and there's maggots and stuff developing in it. What initially smelt like fresh cinnamon rolls was time lapse quick turning into this terrible smell. And my hope is that as I'm telling this story to the interviewer, they're just in shock and they can't describe or even ask me any further questions. And then by the end of it, it turns out it's really all just a commercial for cinnamon rolls, and that I'm hoping to get a sponsorship deal for Pillsbury.
What a series of events.
Come on. Why you don't want my sponsorship with Pillsbury to fly? Just let it soar. Let it take flight. Let it have some wings. Because okay, you're right. It should probably be a pizza rolls advertisement instead. Because the smell of Pillsbury is probably not something that they want associated with farts, but that's a whole new clientele. Yeah, it could be a whole new. What if it appeals to the fetishists? Ooh, what about that? You don't think about stuff like that.
You want to be associated with fetishists that are into that?
Jason says, how do you properly heat up Tostitos pizza rolls, my man? His never come out right. If you really want to talk, you need an air fryer. Get an air fryer, put it in the air fryer for 380 degrees for about 6 minutes. You could if you got an air fryer big enough to fit a whole frozen bag of pizza rolls, dump the frozen bag of pizza rolls into your air fryer. No oil, don't even spray it. Cook that at 380 for 6 minutes. You'll be fine. It's gonna come out perfection. Is this really cooking tips for pizza rolls with Kyle? Have I given away that I'm too into pizza rolls that I know off the top of my head what you're supposed to air fry them for? I had them today, guys. That's why it's on the top of my mind like that. Please. Please. VHS says only the bad, most typical fanfics become movies. You heard her. The bar's got to be low, bro. Bar's got to be so low somebody who's never even heard of a fanfic would be able to enjoy it.
Which reminds me, we need to do the Twilight thing.
What Twilight thing?
In order to finally watch the first 50.
You're gonna make me watch Twilight?
Yes, you said that you wanted to watch Twilight.
I can't imagine being so high. When did I ever?
Months ago.
There's no way. The only time I recall us talking about Twilight was to talk about Stephanie Meyer and how I considered her a genius, but she really was just a dumb bitch.
Prior to that, you said that you wanted to watch the movies.
There's no way.
Yes.
There's no way. Was this during the first month of us talking?
Hell no. This was this year, you saying, and I'm like, alright.
Dia, you know how I said that my wrist was feeling like tighter because I felt like I was shifting into a bigger form? Do you feel like that all the time with your chest and your bras?
Yes.
That's not good. That's not good, Dia.
Sometimes bras just become super uncomfortable that, they feel a little tighter, they feel, just wrong.
Stop blimping your boobs then, Dia.
What?
Listen, I think that that's your power now.
Blimping my boobs?
Blimping your boobs.
My power.
Yeah.
Those are the words you wanna end the stream.
Why did Jaza show me this ball-headed trick, son? Talking about how she.
Okay, look at pictures of her with like long hair.
I don't care. I don't care. It's like the polar opposite to me. Oh, Rosario Dawson's this really attractive looking, she's got the skin like you do where it's in between black and white. I wish we could all be so pretty. You know what I mean? Right in between black and white. Am I saying that that's the prettiest? No. Of course, white people and black people looking fine. Good looking white and black people. Look at you. Obama will take coronavirus vaccine and might film it to build confidence. I trust this science. What you mean he might film it? Might film him taking a placebo. I don't trust y'all niggas. When am I gonna get my vaccine? What if you take it and you have it and it just makes it evolve in your bloodstream? And then like a arm rips off, starts walking on its own.
Isn't a vaccine essentially like the virus dead and just having your body attack the
I didn't think it was dead. I thought it was like a very small amount that your body could train itself to overwhelm.
It's like essentially neutralized so that your body can go attack it and see how it works so that it's prepared for the next time that it encounters it.
I don't get this reference. Do you?
No.
You don't get this reference? Let's show the stream. Guys, here's a tattoo of somebody that got a SpongeBob tattoo, but I'm not enough of a SpongeBobber to know what episode it may be from. So do you understand this reference? Let us know. Let us know. With that, we'll complete this list finally. With the final 3, I had 10 minutes to spare before lunch bell rings. And he told us to go jerk off or whatever it is that we do. I don't know what he said or wanted to say, but then he apologized to us. It was funny as hell. Go jerk off or whatever it is that you do. Ugh.
You would have had a field day if a teacher had told you that.
You know what I mean? Nah, man. When I was in school. Shut up. When I was in school. When I was in school, everybody was pretty chill, and the teachers would get away with saying some shit. Listen, the teachers were kind of like our parents when I was in school. You know what I mean? They were saying some gnarly shit. We were pretty terrified of them, but we knew that they were all about business. We were only doing shit so that we would get the right amount of attention and have that much more of a leg up as it pertained to the pursuits that we were all on a path towards. So it was a really no nonsense type of, and a teacher could say some shit like that without it being like gross or like, you know what I mean? But if I was in school these days, you damn right, I would probably be waiting for some teacher to say the wrong thing. And I'd be like, what did you say to me? I struggle with my identity and just want to be accepted as a black Jamaican student. And all I ever get is this kind of treatment from you guys, class. I just want to go home and cut so I can feel. That's a joke. The Kyle channel apologizes and does not condone the act of any extracurricular activities that may, in fact, numb the pain of reality. Crawling in my skin. You know, one day those wounds will heal, guys. Confusing what is real. There's something inside me that pools beneath the surface. Schizophrenia ain't a joke, baby. Haru says, it's the episode where Sandy makes SpongeBob do all the extreme, like activities. I guess you could say he doesn't know how to tell Sandy he didn't want to be her partner anymore. Intriguing. So I guess it's just like a scene of SpongeBob,
Trying to hype himself.
Hype himself up, convince himself he's a man. I can do this.
Yeah, I can tell her that I don't want to be her partner.
He's trying to talk himself into telling her, and he turns and pulls up a razor to tell himself he's a man. Oh my god. A lot of dark stuff in SpongeBob. I don't know if you guys have organically come across this, but there's a video online where a dude's talking about something called skin theory in SpongeBob on the internet. And boy oh boy, if we leave the computer alone for a little bit, it will organically find its way.
Just like it did with Stanley. With great power.
If we leave the computer alone, it will organically find its way back to this ridiculous video that is an hour and 11 minutes with some guy just talking about his
before we get rolling,
his ridiculous, and it just makes me feel like I should start doing that. I should work on this behemoth of a, video, probably on Dexter's Lab or something like that. That just is nonsense. You know what I mean? A theory that has no basis in reality, but for some reason I'm going to take a bunch of videos out of context and make it seem as if they support my theory and have an hour-long video of it. Do you stand by me in this pursuit, Dia?
Yes.
You know they'll strike me.
Yeah.
You know they'll strike me. 'Cause I'm too real. This list lost my attention like forever ago. I'm in the memes folder. I'm in the memes channel on the Discord. Go join the Discord and drop memes in there so, we can all see everybody's specific taste. Belle has a little frog inside of a little airplane. There's no time to waste. Hop on the gay plane. Do you see this?
What is that from? Oh, it's a little frog. It's so cute. Then again, I like everything cute. Because it's cute.
I should have shown them the
image?
the meme page. Can't even do that. Memes. Look how it scrunches when I have the window small like this. That makes me upset. Were you cooking something?
Huh?
Were you cooking something?
I was gonna put on this.
Oh. Is there nothing else in the... What's in the... Okay, end this list and then you go figure it out, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, we're finally here. Number 2. I had an art teacher who would let me stay in his classroom during lunches. Always gave me half his sandwich and other extra food because he knew I didn't eat much otherwise. That's really nice of him. Somebody said my teacher did the opposite. I had too much food and he always took my peanut butter sandwich.
There's pot pie. I don't know if you want me to go put it on now for you.
Nah, we can have that when you're in the mood for it. So there's a pizza in there.
There's a cheese stuffed crust pizza.
Oh, you know what you can do? Just put on a steak fries for me. 400 temperature for
1916?
18 minutes. Thank you. 418. Thank you. As we continue this list, we arrive at number 1. Senior year, I was placed in a freshman typing class.
I need the.
Oh, the thing's in here?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's always in here.
I shouldn't be eating out of this thing all the time, Dia, but our big bowls. I need to get more big bowls. Maybe big bowls are more expensive, and that's why I don't already have them. You know, because we have the 2 big bowls that we never use. But I want bigger bowls for my bowl time. What a first world problem. Number 1, senior year, I was placed in a freshman typing class. Everyone else was chatty, goofed off, but I wanted to learn how to type. So I really put in a lot of effort. I only had 2 classes in the morning, and the rest of the day I was a waitress. Oh. It just felt like a twitch on my arm, but it was probably just my hair touching myself. This is really turning into the schizophrenic adventures of a madman trying to read through a Reddit list. I only had 2 classes in the morning, and the rest of the day I was a waitress, as I was pretty much on my own in my senior year. I got called into work on the day of our class final, so I went to work and missed the final. When I showed up to the class the next day, I apologized to the teacher for missing the final, and he asked me, "Do you want to know the grade that you got?" And when I replied yes, he said, "I gave you an A, because if you had been here, that's what you would have gotten." Oh my God. He passed her through that final for being a good student. Oh shit, bro. My man Jesus, I'm sorry to say, bro, you asking me about a cheap air fryer today, you should have been looking on Cyber Monday. You should have been looking on Cyber Monday, because they had one for like, the reason I can convince myself to buy a lot of shit is because if I'll buy a fucking controller for $60 or a bullshit game like Marvel's Avengers with its 2 villain ass for $60, I gotta be able to buy something else to to enhance my life. But right now, unfortunately, Jesus, I'm looking at Amazon right now, because I just had to get an air fryer for my mom so she could step it up. And I bought it on Cyber Monday, and it was basically like 50 something. But right now they're like $82, $85, 85. This one's 49, and it says it's a limited time deal. And you could probably get away with that, man. It don't need to be crazy. It just needs to cook up your damn fries and pizza rolls and all kind of shit. The thing is, once you get a taste for the air fryer, it's going to start to make sense in a lot of ways. Like what I do now is I actually bread up my chicken, season that bitch, bread that chicken up with some panko and some breadcrumbs, some flour, throw that in there, and it comes out tasting like it's crunchy, like some Chinese food if you were to order that. And you could do all kinds of nuts crap. You don't have to bread it specifically. You just fry it in there. It's good stuff. But the bigger, I guess, the better. But you don't need it to be huge. Well, yeah, no, you buy this $85 one, man. It's gonna be a hell of a lot more space. Not that it's necessary.
Remind them of the warning when it comes to the air fryer.
What, the only warning I have for you in the air fryer is if you're buying it new, make sure that everything that's supposed to be taken out of the inside of it is taken out.
No, the power.
Oh no, that was probably just because I had things in there that should have been taken out. Did you know? Now you know. Kyle makey mistakey. Jesus said I ended up buying a baby bouncer and a baby walker 50% off. Ha 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 ha. Don't you know? This is the rest of your life. And I hope you have the time of your life. It's something quite predictable. A baby by my wife. I think this is the rest of my life. I want an air fryer, but my baby must bounce. Looking at sizes and they only show the ounce. I do not want a small fryer because I'm making pizza rolls. But instead I take my baby for a stroll. Look at this dude. Why he looking like this?
What's up, everybody?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No.
What?
It was like a guy that apparently, you know, was suffering from a lot of stuff. I think he, you know, finally got his own apartment somehow. You have to wonder how that happens. Does he have a job, or is he just granted a certain amount by the government, perhaps, to afford his own place and not need like supervision or special care? So ain't nothing interesting going on in the world. How long until people start freaking out because this guy clearly isn't the president? Oh, but what about the lawsuits? Jesus. Seraphin, I apologize. Apologize to everybody for Oh god, what a nightmare. You built a computer inside of this? What if somebody throws it out not knowing what it is? That'd be my fear, having a computer looking like that. Oh, there's more. Or are these all the USB ports in the front? Let me see. Damn, baby, are those all... Oh no, what have you done? Are those all USB ports? No, they're like weird things. There's only a couple of USB ports too. I don't agree with that. Whoa, where the fuck is this? It like went to the other side. They built a PC right into a TV. Right into a TV. I don't know why Linda's asking about public freakout. What does she know? Does she know that there's something going on over there? I always go to the wrong subreddit first. Jesus. Actions have consequences.
Sorry, but you stole it. I want to take it back.
You stole it, you know.
Sakari, you are.
Okay. I'm just your son. I'm your son. Have mercy. This is old. This is old. Where like the kid took something by accident, I guess. And the mom's like roasting him like, we gotta go back. Man checks mayor where the city tax money is being reinvested. Never thought about it this way. That's a 2.5-minute video. The best kind of marching band. They're so cute. Dia, look. They're so cute. This is like a VR chat lobby in real life.
They're so like obedient. That's the impressive part.
It's like a VR chat lobby in real life, okay? New York commuter gets called out by a reporter for hogging the seat. Yeah, why you hogging that seat, punk ass bitch? Fat motherfucker. Hogging the seat, bitch. You don't see all of that space up there? Can somebody sit there? Is that okay? Probably the closest you gonna be get to somebody this attractive, you fat bitch. It's not. Stop. God. Just because he wants to hog the seat. Because he thinks that, you know, maybe he had some kind of, you know, back problems at that weight and he couldn't lift it up there, you know? And he was too ashamed to ask a much more nimbler, more athletic person for the help that they needed. I'm kidding. He moved it, so. Whoa, did that woman spit on somebody? Everything's a weapon if you're trashy enough. Ew. Ew. Oh my god. This is old, but I didn't recognize it. The woman swung a damn baby again every day. Listen, guys, like I tell you every day, you know that I'd love to go to some of my favorite subreddits, but They're two.
Alright, still here.
Yeah,
You on drugs, mate?
am I on drugs?
You on drugs?
Why would I be on drugs?
You like you on drugs?
No.
He's gonna break that window, isn't he? No window breaking here. Who cares? Alright, bro. Here's one page that I have, okay? You can't show it, Kyle, so stop. You can't show it. I remember that crime scene is part of that. So that's about as gnarly as it gets right off the bat. Oof. Crime scene is the worst. I saw some stuff today that I'll post in But dead or vegetable? Let's see if we can find a spicy. No. You know what's better? Hold my feeding tube, right? Man. Because all those people are fine, Dia. Ow. But you need to go stream. So after this, I'll go let you do that. Because I need to pursue fooding. This was a video earlier of some idiot, like, that I guess was... Well, maybe he was just drunk, something. And he's deciding he's going to do whatever this is. And leave a beautiful... You can't say that because YouTube may be confused. Bruh.
Holy shit.
Bruh. Hold my feeding tube after entering a lion enclosure. Well, all of these are not safe for work too, so they can't. We can't even have fun here.
Because it's hold my feeding tube.
What? We've been waiting years for them to get cooler than YouTube. Because YouTube has gone the way of TV. This site is just for normies. As far as, the popular stuff that people want to watch. And like, that's what dictates the rules being made all the way down. So we're suffering because, much like Mulder in the X-Files, we're trying to see some cool shit. And instead, they're telling us we can't hold my feeding tube after getting hit in the face with a piston. Damn.
It's not safe for work. It's not safe for work.
I wasn't going to click it. I'm just saying. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my god! Dia, that's what we call meat crayon right there. That dude's face slid on the pavement. Wear a damn helmet. Oh, whatever. Well, y'all ain't gonna do that. Now you're trying to get clout on TikTok. Hold my feet after I jump off the balcony. What is your big ass about to jump off? Please no. Oh my god. Did somebody scream for real?
He bounced.
Somebody streamed like there was like 3 floors. You know what I mean? Like that was a 3-story drop or something.
But it doesn't matter, and you know that.
What do you mean?
Even the tiniest of falls can kill a person if they land wrong.
Well.
So it doesn't have to be 3 feet. It could literally be like 3 inches, and you just land wrong and you're dead.
Hold my feeding tube after I get run over by a truck.
Let's not watch this.
This seems a little bit too gangster for this subreddit, but I guess he must be fine. If it's on this subreddit at all. You know what we learned about people getting hit by a vehicle is that the one thing y'all better pray for is another vehicle actually stopping traffic, because usually when people are driving on the road, the last thing that they can see too well is a body like lying flat on the pavement. You know what I mean? Oh my. Well, how do they do it?
Because men are dumb.
Well.
You did?
Oh god. Here it comes.
You did?
Bro.
Oh god.
Yeah, how many girls do you tend to see trying to do half of this stupid crap?
Cartwheel down this mountain? Shut up. Is he doing this on purpose, Dia?
Heck no.
Doesn't look like it. This is sad. What we're looking at is sad. Oh my god.
No, that's just momentum. That boy got momentum.
That is a fucking ragdoll situation.
Yup.
It doesn't look good. You want to know something? Okay, you know when like a person's on like a line, you know? Say that we're doing like a concert show and they put a person on like on a line. Like what's the word for those lines, Dia?
Clotheslines?
No, the cords that they might swing somebody around on.
Safety harnesses?
Like some sort of harness, yeah. And it looks like they're on that and just being spun. Boy.
That person no longer has wrists or ankles. They're just done.
That's really messed up, and I feel terrible to react to that like that.
Yeah, you do.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, we saw this last night.
I'd flip that around and be like, the letter C. Come on, Dia. Alright, guys. Dia's gonna go do her thing. Maybe she'll include Haru, you know?
What?
Yeah, Dia. Aren't you Haru? You and Haru best friends? Dia?
I would like to think that we're friends, but she's your best friend. Haru doesn't know me like that, and I don't know Haru like that.
I don't think Haru know me like that. What you mean she my best friend? Alright?
Or one of your best
My best friend is Food, who is gonna be my wife soon.
Bitch, that answer should be me.
Oh, so you're gonna fight Food? Food fight?
Food, no. If anything, I fight for food. Food is my best friend, you bitch.
So you're saying we should have a food war?
Yes.
I got you. You laughed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the anime, like that bad anime. Yeah, Haru can be my best friend since Food apparently doesn't get to, you know, we don't get to have an open relationship, you know? Wait, open relationship is the wrong word. I mean a public relationship. Food and me on the down
Oh,
low.
everyone knows your affair with Food.
What you mean? Affair, okay. Just because I like to get down. At least I'm not like in everybody's face about it with mukbangs and all kind of other bullshit that I'm trying to like make it seem like, oh, I just do it for the channel. Ugh. Is that what I should have pursued, Dia? A channel where people would fund my disgusting eating habit.
That means
It's pretty good noise off the bat. You know what I mean?
that means free food for you.
Tell me that noise isn't like impressive, you know?
Sounds like you're choking on food as you're gasping for air, and that's.
I wasn't choking.
I said it sounds like.
Oh,
I didn't say you were.
you know. What the fuck? What the fuck? How can this be named that? I'm super curious as to what this is. Hold my feeding tube after I get decapitated, Dia.
You shouldn't be showing them.
I'm not showing shit. It's in a separate window. They're looking at the computer balls. Dia, what the fuck? Did those people set up a trap for him? You think some moron was stupid enough to try to tow a vehicle with that amount of slack
Yes.
and then extend it across a road?
Yes.
What a son of a bitch. What a son of a bitch. Guys, I'm going to show you this. You're telling me that people are accidentally this stupid?
Yes.
You've got to be joking, Dio.
You give humanity way too much credit. Also, I want to know where this happened. That should be the other factor for you. Because you would think here in America something like this wouldn't be happening, but it could be happening somewhere else in the world.
This is all that's happening in the world. What about the earthquakes and tsunamis? You know, we're just gonna have a really quiet December.
The tsunamis are a thing here?
Who sings that song that goes, "This is my December"? Who sings that?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
Then is it just me?
It sounds like something you would know, though.
It's a Linkin Park song? Oh my god.
Well, there you go.
From Hybrid Theory 2. That's like one of the OG, my favorite ones.
I know.
That means I remember it from the days I was walking and listening to my fucking CD player, Dia. That's before iPods and Zunes. Dia, that's old school.
I'm aware. I used to walk around with a CD player.
Old school for us, anyway.
But that was...
You ever had to train yourself not to walk too hard so the CD player wouldn't skip?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Those were also the times where I would stay up to watch anime on Adult Swim. And I remember Prince of Tennis. That's old.
To you?
To a lot of people. Because either you were watching anime on Adult Swim or you weren't. You know, anime wasn't a thing that you had ever even heard of.
Yes.
Until now. Now it's popular to like anime. Especially with Netflix spearheading the I don't know, the live action American gross versions of anime.
They really are just knocking out some abortions.
Ugh.
Sorry, my mind is completely and utterly preoccupied. We should have a less formal stream, if possible. Can you imagine what a less formal stream than this would be?
A confession podcast.
And then,
Or
just
a
kick it.
stream.
The crazy thing is, I gotta come back and we gotta play some damn, Genshin Impact. But what I really want everybody to do is go follow on Twitch. Because that's where I'm gonna be doing the, Cyberpunk streams.
Oh. And Cyberpunk. My goodness.
And I also need to make maybe like a Cyberpunk video to give people an understanding that may not be invested in looking through a bunch of, videos. At least show them what I'm interested in. And there's that. So guys, I hope you were enjoying at least some portion of this list. And that you and I together can weave a story that is relevant and, something that this generation can really identify with. And then I'll give everybody writing credits. Is that what you want? You want hot writing credits?
Hot writing credits.
Anus, Dia. Not bad penmanship for a power washer. Rollaway says LMAO, I literally joined in for Kyle's goodbye. Well, you did it. Nobody can take that away from you. Let no one diminish the achievement that this is. You, and only you, were capable of such a feat. And to the foot fetishes in here, you and only you are capable of liking them feet.
What?
Took a photo of the only other dude in the theater, forgot my flash was on. Jesus, cringe. Why? Why have you done this? You know what he should have done after? Sat right next to him.
I don't think he would be allowed to.
Oh, wow, remember? And then COVID comes crashing back.
Yeah.
Oh, Dia, you reminded us of the way the world was.
The world is.
The world is. Oh, jeez. What's going on here? It's kind of cute.
It's like a desert. I love the snow though. you mean your old ass bitch.
Why would you knock over a thing that your kid is building?
Like, clearly this kid is probably no older than 5 years old, and you're quoting some stupid shit that probably your old ass knows, but this kid doesn't. And obviously he's going to ignore you because he doesn't understand. So you go over and knock shit over? Like, expect your ass to be alone by the time you hit 50 or 60. To never hear from this kid ever again. Ugh.
Oh my god, does he really? Oh my god. Be funny if he if he rolled right into the street, which is usually how this shit goes.
I mean, he meant to, but yeah.
Hey, do you think if I made a movie where it was all digital dudes on skateboards getting hit by cars and it got really successful, that I'd get into some sort of trouble? You know, some asshole would. What was that?
Sweet dreams, everyone.
Rollaways donates $5 and says sweet dreams, but more importantly, I want to thank him and everyone here and all of the patrons and the sponsors for being amazing, lest I would have forgotten. What I didn't realize, Dia, is that I think Rhea became the stream boss. She's most certainly gotten away. You know what I mean? But I think she's the new stream boss, which would entitle her to picking whatever the gif would be. Rhea is the stream boss. May her reign last 1,000 moons. Wow. Rollaway says her. Did I say he to Rollaways? Rollaways, I'm sorry, I love you. She, he, her, she, her. Yep. That's what it's all about. Guys, get into the Discord. I mean, if Rhea doesn't reappear, Rollaways can get into the Discord and drop whatever GIF. Oh, should it work like that, Dia? Who should get it? Because, I mean, Rhea's not here. You know? Damn.
You should just pick it yourself until she can decide.
Okay, fine.
That's how it should always work. You know, either they request for you to take over or for you to put a gift.
Oh my god.
In here. Oh my goodness. Ooh.
It's just a couple of dead bodies, Dia. No big deal. Okay.
I don't care.
I'm just saying, can you imagine if accidentally... I don't know, what is this? This would have been great for, Halloween. Why didn't I use it then?
Because you may have gotten it recently.
None of these are like transparent gifts. I guess I'll use this. Nobody's even going to understand that until I start playing Genshin. Well, even then, nobody uses Amber.
I do.
You use Amber as part of your main team?
No, not as part of my main team, but she's the only fire character I have.
So, you don't really use her, you know?
Sometimes I use her, like as part of my elite boss fighting team. Or sometimes, well, the few times that I actually did go in and do whatchamacallit? The domains. But I've never been into the Abyss, and I don't feel prepared, and I think I'll never feel prepared.
You just need to level up your characters and do more damage, and then you'll be fine for the Abyss. I think the Abyss has very clear requirements. You know?
I'm wearing pants now, and I'm still getting chilly.
Well, you just gotta go in there and get, you know, zesty, I should say. Get nice and hot. So the more you think of Kyle, the easier it'll be. And let that be motivation for all of you. If the times are getting chilly and getting cold, I hope that my thought can light a fire. What the hell? There's nothing funny about that, and it's all true.
Light a fire?
Light a fire. In your hearts and your minds, on your bodies, in your soul. Cyberpunk 2077 copies are being sent out accidentally by Best Buy. I mean,
You pre-order with?
I pre-ordered. I only needed to pre-order the PC version,
Okay.
so I don't have it with anybody. The Doomslayer is coming to Fall Guys. It's just. Do you know that Kratos, the guy from God of War, somebody saw a skin of his in Fortnite. So Kratos and the Mandalorian are gonna be in there.
You know what I was seeing that was trending earlier? Master Chief. And it was because someone made an edit for a skin of his to be in Fortnite.
Huh.
So maybe someone in Fortnite will be like, oh, this is how we squeeze more money out of them boys.
Genshin Impact generates close to 400 million in the first 2 months, averaging more than $6 million a day.
Of course they are.
That's what I'm talking about. Seems like you turns know how to make some money. Gacha games are very lucrative. Although I really enjoy the game, I think it's a pretty grim direction that monetization is heading in. This is only for mobile, by the way. We don't even have numbles for...
Numbles.
It's not funny. I'm gonna end the stream right now, okay? I have a speech impediment, and all I wanted was love.
For very specific words.
Shut up. Nope, it's just my brain.
No, like there are some things that you can't say without like focus.
We don't even have numbers. I'm gonna kill your character in Cyberpunk. If I can name something, Dia, right before the end of the game, Dia, you're gonna be all like, "Oh, that's so sweet, you named this character," and I'll be all like,
Man, I'm not you where I forget crap like that. So if you knew, oh, you just made that character or named it like that purely because you want this person dead.
I'm gonna name a cat Numbles.
Numbles.
Or Numbles. Bull. Numble. How do you spell Numble like that?
So if anything, for me, it's like Dia will remember that every time you say something stupid like that. I'm not you. I'm not you.
You really sounded like you were fighting with yourself with that one.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Gaming Revolution, Watch Mojo. All of this sucks.
Why are you disclosing your watch habits?
Well,
Or
these aren't my
affiliations?
real subscriptions. These are just the Kyle subscriptions. I ever got into some of my real subscriptions, Dia. They'd shut this stupid ass YouTube channel down. That was the crazy part. We learned the other day, and to be honest, like I've told you before, I always wondered if that was the case. But we learned the other day, proof beyond proof, that people can get in trouble for playlists that they make. How fucking ridiculous is that? You add something to your watch later, you're getting in trouble for that? Are you kidding me? So we just have to have all of these separate accounts. Because we're going to get in trouble for
Holy
things
crap,
that were... What?
It's 12:35.
Why is it 12:35?
What?
Why? Because I've been running this list for 2.5 hours? We need to get the hell out of here. Why did this happen? You made this happen.
You?
But Cyberpunk 2077 didn't get enough in my balls. I need it in my heart. And if you're watching this after the fact, remember, I need you to be a part. So follow the Twitch. Other links in the description. Live your life, be free, be happy. Thank you for liking this. Love yourselves. Okay? Just like I love you. Bye.